Good morning to all of my fellow friends. My name is Ramji Kanandasan. I am going to talk about workplace environment ergonomics. Ergonomics is the scientific discipline concerned with the design and arrangement of workplaces, products, and systems to ensure that they are compatible with physical and cognitive capabilities of the individuals who use them. The primary objective of ergonomy is to create an environment that effectively accommodate the psychological needs to users.
Hi, I'm Dinesh. So let's talk about importance of ergonomics. So what are the importance of ergonomics? So let's talk about it. Okay, ergonomics is the primary way to keep workers healthy and safe by designing the job, tools, and workplace to fit the worker's body. The essential practice helps OSS achieve its goal by directly preventing common injuries like back pain and carpal tunnel syndrome, which in turn boosts productivity, improves employee morale, and significantly reduce costs related to injuries.
Hello, my name is Nishan. So about the workplace study background. So we did it in a supermarket called Mercato.
Workplace ergonomic analysis. As you can see, that is me trying to take a product from the top shelf, but I am unable to take it because it is too high from me. Workplace ergonomic analysis based on my study that reaching for items at the top of the shelf is creating an awkward posture and, of course, unable to reach. The possible MSD inclusive, the symptoms for the possible manner doesn't have any uh, physical injury unless if accidentally causing the shelf to fall down by climbing slightly may cause injury. Proposal solution by referring to risk control, taking the product from the top shelf and arranging in a reachable spot.
So the next point is my workplace ergonomic analysis. So in this picture, it shows that I'm reaching for a fragrant bottle that is placed on the bottom shelf. This is quite hard for me to reach since I'm tall and I have to bend over to get it. So the activity I'm doing there was reaching for items at bottom shelf. So what are the ergonomic risk factors? So the first risk factor will be awkward posture. I will have I in that picture it is showing that I'm bending over to get it in a very awkward posture. This could lead to muscle strain or herniated disc. Also, the other ergonomic risk factor will be excessive force. Since I'm in an awkward posture, I am putting excessive force, excessive force onto certain muscles in my body. So, what are the possible MSDs inclusive the system symptoms? So, the first thing will be muscle strain. What is muscle strain? Is when a muscle is used too fast or too repetitive, and this will cause muscle strain. What are the symptoms of it? Sudden sharp pain. So when you're doing something, taking a thing from somewhere, you suddenly feel a sharp pain on a part of your muscle. This is actually called muscle strain. Also, you will also experience aching and stiffness. Okay, on to the next. What is herniated disc? Herniated disc is a spinal disc is when a spinal disc ruptures or bulges and the material presses on nearby spinal nerves. Most commonly, the sciatic nerve. So when this happens, you will get a radiating pain from the nerve. Since it's from the nerve, the radiating pain will be from the bottom of your foot to the nerve itself. Okay, what are the proposed solution did we find? So the proposed solution by referring to risk control is using a conveyor belt to transfer items from bottom shelf to easier reach. This allows for a easier reach and a better posture.
Okay, so now let's talk about the workplace ergonomics analysis. So what I did there, I was trying hard to remove a container from stack. It was very hard to remove that container. So what are the ergonomic risk factors? The risk factors are contact stress and awkward posture. And what are the possible MCDs including the symptoms? Okay, the first one is due to bending and twisting posture while pulling the container may cause lower back strain. And the second point is from reaching and pulling with force may occur shoulder pain also. Okay, the next point, what are the proposed solution by referring to risk control? Choose containers that don't stick tightly or use designs that nest loosely. Okay, now let's go to the next point. Now, discussion and suggestion. The worksite study at Machato identified critical ergonomic risks stemming from required tasks, notably the awkward posture associated with reaching items on both the top and bottom shelf and the risk of excessive force and contact stress when handling stacked containers. These risk factors expose employees to potential musculoskeletal disorders such as muscle strain, low back strain, and even a herniated disc. While initial proposals involve practical steps like adjusting products, placement, and modifying container design, a more comprehensive approach is suggested, implementing adjustable shelving system to keep heavy items within the power zone, enforcing job rotation to mitigate continuous strain, and providing regular ergonomics training on proper lifting and posture to fundamentally reduce employee exposure to these hazards and thus enhance both safety and productivity at the supermarket.
In conclusion, the study of workplace ergonomic highlights the importance of designing a safe and comfortable environment that suits workers' physical and mental needs. Through proper ergonomic assessment, we can identify risk factors that lead to musculoskeletal disorders and develop effective control measures to minimize them. By implementing ergonomic improvements such as proper workstation layout, correct posture, suitable lighting, and regular breaks, productivity and safety can be significantly enhanced. Ultimately, good ergonomic practices not only prevent injuries but also promote well-being, efficiency, and a positive working culture in any organization. That's all from us. Have a good day. Bye.